Okay, I believe we are live. Let me just give me a second to confirm this. Okay, we are live, everyone. Welcome back to the Hurricane HQ. Right now we have breaking news. We have a confirmed PDS tornado. This is a PDS tornado warning. This is a confirmed tornado on the ground right now. As you can see, tornado observed. Tornado damage threat is considerable. And we could be seeing hail of 1.25 inches in diameter here. And if we come up, you could see this is a PDS, or particularly dangerous situation. And the hazard is a dangerous tornado. We have a report over here of this tornado. And if we come in to our velocity radar here, you could see we have winds of over 70 miles per hour within this tornado here. So we have to be we have to really watch this pretty closely because we have real strong winds in this tornado here. So if we actually take a look, so yeah, this is a confirmed tornado on the grounds. And if you know anyone in this warned area, I'll read their locations. You gotta tell them, and you gotta make sure they get into their safe place, indoor interior room on the lowest floor of their homes, because this tornado is on the ground right now. This tornado warning is for west central McKenzie County in northwestern North Dakota. If you know anyone in that area, you have to contact them as soon as possible. Hey, Travel X. Right now, I'm not really doing any joinings right now at the moment. Maybe a little later, but at the moment, I'm just trying to do a little live coverage. But yeah, later, sure. But yeah, right now, not really. But yeah, as you can see, this has very strong winds. If you actually take a look, we have it's up to 69 miles per hour, and all the way over here we have negative 63. So we could be seeing a pretty strong tornado on the ground at the moment. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Now, if we look at a few, and this warning will expire in 12 minutes, as you can see. But that doesn't mean that they might reissue it. And as you can see here, this tornado is moving pretty fast. You can see it's gonna reach over here by 8:05. It's gonna reach in this area, and by 8:20, it's gonna hit Rawson area. So if you know anyone in the Rawson area or Alexander area or Arnagald area, you have to be very careful. Where is this? This is in North Dakota and McKenzie County in North Dakota, right over there. So it's on the edge of Montana and North Dakota there, right in this area. But yeah, if we zoom in again, we have those strong winds. And there's also a lot of lightning associated with this severe thunderstorm here. And we also have a hail core right here. That means we are seeing a lot of hail. Now, if we take a look at the hydrometer classification, you could see that we have radar indicated large hail in that dark red pixel there. So the tornado is not the only threat. We also have a hail threat right now. And we do have confirmed hail of 1.75 inches. So we could be seeing up to 2-inch hail, I would say. We have 2 reports of large hail, so definitely not good. Let's see. So yeah, this will impact the Rawson area pretty soon. I would say the next 20-30 minutes, it'll impact that area, that region. Now, we most likely won't be seeing this tornado on the ground by the time it hits there. Although, again, it might touch down again after it lifts. So, at the moment, it doesn't look like it's... Actually, let's take a look at the correlation coefficient. See if it's still in the ground. All right, so we definitely have a debris ball there. This is a huge debris ball right here. All this is all pixels or debris being lifted up. And you can see that kind of lines up here. So if we draw a circle and jump over to the correlation coefficient, you could see that we are seeing a lot of debris being picked up off the ground, and this is causing a lot of problems. So yeah, definitely, if you know anyone in this area, you gotta let them know. They have to get to their safe place, as this could be a pretty big tornado on the ground right now, and it is on the ground right now, no doubt, especially with this kind of debris being lifted up. And again, the tornado damage threat is considerable, so tornado on the ground still definitely likely. I definitely recommend everyone shares the video and subscribe to the channel because it helps out a lot and helps get the word out. So if we take a look at the velocity again, right here, this is where we're seeing rotation. Now if we take a look at this again, we're seeing winds of 70 miles per hour touching the negative 40. And negative 40, maybe negative 50. So this is 40 to 50 miles per hour touching up to 70 miles per hour. So that could definitely cause a lot of damage there. So yeah, the wind threat pretty big. You definitely don't want to be in this region right now, as there is still a tornado on the ground. Now, if we actually take a look at the debris bowl again, on that correlation coefficients, you could see it's still there, and it definitely lines up. Right there is where we're seeing that debris. So we could be seeing a tornado on the ground right now, and a pretty big one too. And it actually, based off of the velocity, it is strengthening. Now, we most likely have at least an EF0 or possibly an upcoming EF1. So actually, we have good news now. So the tornado is no longer confirmed on the ground at the moment. Although, the most likely the reason for that is being that the report was all the way back here and there's just not any spotters reporting it in this region. Although, it doesn't mean it's not on the ground at the moment. And if we, again, circle right here and take a look at the correlation coefficient, this is showing that we still have debris. You can see right here, you see all that? That is debris being picked up. And if we jump over to the velocity, you can see it corresponds to where the tornado is located. So we have debris being picked up exactly where the tornado is. And that basically confirms that we have a tornado on the ground right now. So definitely a tornado on the ground still, regardless of what the warning says. And also, you might see this green coming towards the rotation right there. This is actually called inflow. It is basically just the air inflowing into the tornado, and we even have some over here, so it looks like this. So we have that air coming in and then spinning like that. So that basically is showing that we have pretty strong rotation and a tornado on the ground at the moment. Looks like, let's see, where is that radar tower? This direction, so that means that we have winds moving in this direction, this direction, this direction, and this direction. Kind of spinning in that circular motion, and then we have that inflow coming in like this. So that's basically what the storm setup is looking like right now. We also have a severe thunderstorm warning just behind that, and this is tornado possible, so we could be seeing a tornado warning if this rotation down here does get a bit tighter. Now, we have rotation over here, and maybe some over here. So, multiple areas of rotation possibly that we have to be looking out for, although the strongest in that severe thunderstorm is over here. That's the area we really have to be watching out, because we could be seeing a tornado starting to form over there. But yeah, this is the main concern right now. And right now, this is technically in the moderate risk. If we actually jump over to the Storm Prediction Center's outlook real quick, you can see that we have a moderate risk. This actually extends all the way to Canada, surprisingly. So we have a moderate risk for severe weather. Second highest you can go, because if we come down here, you can see it is this is the second to highest you can go. And that is definitely not good news. Here we go. So this is technically in that moderate. You can see that red line right here shows it's in the moderate risk. So we have to really watch out, because the atmosphere it's pretty good right now and conducive for this tornado. So right here we have pretty strong winds. We have winds in the 60s touching the 50s. So the winds did die down slightly, although that rotation is getting stronger and more defined here. If we actually circle this yet again, we can take a look at the correlation coefficient. You can see that there is some debris still being picked up. not as much as there was, although it definitely got a little weaker because of those winds dying down. Although we could still be seeing a tornado on the ground possibly. Pretty strong winds too. But yeah, definitely did weaken a little bit there. And actually, if we take a look at the overall storm, what it looks like, we have a hail core right here. So let's be watching out for that. And if we actually take a look at the hydrometer classification, you can see we have some hail in that area. And hybrid hydrometer class confirms that we're seeing hail. 1 hour rainfall rates. Oh my gosh, these rainfall rates. Alright, so we have rainfall rates, and this is really high rainfall rates. We have rainfall rates up to 4 inches per hour. This is literally off the charts right now. Off the charts rainfall rates currently happening here. This is insane rainfall rates. I have never seen rainfall rates like this in a thunderstorm. So flash flooding is another concern. I'm surprised there's no flash flood warning on this at the moment. Look at that rainfall that's currently coming down. This is dumping rain in some of these regions here. So definitely, if you know anyone, you've got to let them know what's happening. What is the temperature? If you mean the air temperature, let's actually take a look. This is near Rawson. Let's actually go to Rawson. And this is in North Dakota, so let's actually go take a look at the temperature real quick there. Currents and temperature. There we go. So the temperatures generally in this area, it's around 90 degrees. I would say upper 80s, maybe into the 90s for those temperatures. So definitely pretty high temperatures there. And yeah, those rainfall rates, yeah, they are definitely a lot. That's definitely a lot of rain, as you can see. This is literally off the charts because this really only goes to 4 inches per hour, because usually it doesn't get any higher than that, but it definitely is right now. And wait. What is this? That's an old one. But yeah, let's actually head back to the velocity real quick. Actually, let's take a look. What is this tornado warning? Still radar indicated, which is very good news that it is radar indicated. It does look like the tornado is dying out a little bit. Although, again, we still have to watch out because it could touch down again because these winds are pretty strong and this rotation is pretty tight. Circle this again. Take a look at the correlation coefficient. Still, not as much debris. There's a little bit being picked up, but I believe the tornado is currently lifting off the ground right now. So most likely in the next radar scan, we're going to be seeing that it did lift off the ground. And over here, I believe this is hail. Let's actually see if that lines up. Yeah, that could be. Yeah, it looks like we are seeing some hail coming down. So it's most likely picking up some hail right now. The tornado likely just lifted. So no longer a tornado on the ground, everybody, which is definitely very good news. If we actually take a look at so we're still seeing the hail is not as bad as it was, which is good news. So it looks like this storm is slowly dying out here, which is definitely very good news. But yeah, again, we did get a few tornado reports, and it was a pretty long track. It extended from here all the way over here. So that's a pretty long track tornado. This tornado spotted here, this had to be at least 15-mile track. I would even say maybe up to 20 miles. This tornado could have been on the ground for 20 miles, which is definitely a very long time. So definitely pretty concerning that we saw a tornado on the ground for that long. Definitely good that it lifted, though. We're actually seeing some cells firing up in Canada. If we actually go to a more local radar over there. Never mind. But yeah, we are also seeing some cells popping up in Canada here. This cell has pretty high rainfall rate. I mean, pretty big hail core. We are seeing some. Let's see. Is this gonna load in? No, it's not. Dang. Wait, what is going on with my radar? There we go. All right, so we actually have radar indicated giant hail in this cell here. You can see pretty big hail. So if you're in if you're in the track of this storm in Canada, you gotta take cover. Bring your cars in because we have radar indicated giant hail in that region. So definitely gotta watch it if you're over there. But yeah, for everyone who's currently watching, definitely recommend you subscribe to the channel. Our new goal is 200 subscribers by I would say July. So definitely recommend you subscribe to the channel because it definitely helps us out a lot. And yeah, here's actually that cell. Alright, so this cell no longer has a TVS. So basically there's no longer any tornado. Most likely there's not a tornado or anything like that. It's not really the reason why, but let's see why it's taking forever to load in. Actually, let's take a look at this storm in 3D. So as you can see right here, we have the storm in 3D. This is what the storm looks like right here, based off the precipitation. So pretty high. Head over here. So yeah, pretty good squall. It actually looks like a squall trying to form, but yeah, it's a pretty good looking storm right there in 3D. Let's actually take a look at the echo tops real quick, which is basically the tops of the storm clouds here. We can also access this in 3D right here. So this is what the clouds are currently looking like. They basically look like this. So they're not too tall, but let's actually just take a look at how tall they are. And of course it's not going to work. Well, never mind that. But yeah, definitely pretty high echo top. Definitely pretty high clouds here. But let's take a look at the echo tops in radar scope. So here's the echo tops in radar scope. And I'm not sure exactly why it's not loading as fast as it should be. I might have to reset it, but there we go. So we actually have clouds up to about 50,000 feet, which is definitely pretty high. 50,000, maybe getting up to about 55,000 feet in some regions here. So definitely pretty high clouds there. Would be nice to view it in 3D, but yeah, definitely pretty high clouds. And if we actually zoom into that rotation again, you can see the rotation definitely died down a bit when it loads. I'm sorry everyone for this. Here we go. So as you can see, the rotation definitely died down a bit. It's no longer on the ground for sure. Maybe some spinning clouds though. If anyone is down there, you might be seeing that. Luckily, it actually looks like this rotation is no longer going to enter the Rawson area. It's actually going to go straight for Alexander township over there. So definitely pretty good news there. That's going to be missing that larger town. How about over by Wisconsin? Is there a probability for tornado? Actually, let's take a look at the Storm Prediction Center's outlook and go to tornado. So, Wisconsin doesn't look like we have any risk for tornado or anything like that, which is definitely good news. But yeah, definitely a risk for winds and hail over there. So, there's still a risk, just not exactly for tornadoes. And we can actually go take a look at the weather, the severe weather that's currently happening there. And we'll see if there's any rotation. And now that I say that, it does look like there is a little, I would say that's strong winds, but We are seeing some strong winds in Wisconsin in this thunderstorm, but other than that, not much going on. We do have a hail core, actually, in this one right here. Let's actually see. Actually, so we do have some radar indicate large hail in Wisconsin here. That could be up to 2 inches, I believe. No, they have up their estimates there, but yeah, we have some pretty high, or pretty large hail possibly in Wisconsin. Although it looks like most of the storms are actually heading out of Wisconsin, so that's pretty good. Although we actually have a few hail reports and wind reports coming in, so definitely gotta watch out for those storms there. Although most of it's moving out of Wisconsin. So that's the good news, and we're most likely not going to be seeing too much happening there, because the main threat is this line right here, and this line will be moving out. We actually will start to see this mostly move out by the end of the hour, so the threat will slowly decrease for this as it nears the edge of the general thunderstorm risk and the marginal risk. So yeah, we could be seeing this kind of dying out. If we actually head back to Montana, we have severe thunderstorm warnings there. And actually, this one has a pretty large hail core right here. Just take a look at that. Oops. This is not hail. Here we go. Hydrometer classification here. You can see we have giant hail indicated by radar. So if you're in this severe thunderstorm warning over here, definitely gotta watch out for large hail. This severe thunderstorm warning is for southern Garfield County in northeastern Montana until 7 p.m. Mountain time. So definitely gotta watch out over here. This is in effect for another hour. Damage to vehicles is expected. So hail, pretty big threat, especially with that giant hail right there. Although we're gonna be seeing it moving pretty quickly. You take a look at how quickly here. So you can see the general storm is going to actually reach the end of the warning by the end of the hour here. Just, I would say 10 minutes we're going to be seeing it impacting these regions over here. So it's moving pretty fast, which is the good news. So it won't be a real lingering threat. Although, again, that hail, definitely a concern. We're even seeing some hail in these small cells here, so definitely gotta watch out for hail. Pretty big threats. Even though this is just a slight risk for severe weather there. Seeing actually some pretty strong winds in some of these areas, over 100 miles per hour. So definitely some pretty strong winds indicated by radar. But yeah, that's mostly what's happening right now. If we actually jump right back to that tornado warning, all that rotation kind of died out now. There's not really anything going to happen. They're mostly going to allow this to expire pretty shortly. Still a slight inflow, but it's pretty sloppy, and they're going to expire this either in 21 minutes or before, due to how sloppy and messed up this rotation is. But yeah, that's mostly what's currently happening. There's not much happening at the moment. Most of it's actually going to happen at the overnight hours. If we actually jump over to Weather Bell, actually, I'll show everyone what we're going to be seeing later today, and we're going to use the HRRR 3KM. And I'm going to show everyone where these systems are going to be moving in the overnight hours here. So let's actually zoom in to Region Central. There we go. And as you can see, we're going to see it's going to remain relatively weak. Well, relatively weak. I would say until about 11 p.m. We're going to start to see this little line forming. And then that line will begin to bow like this. And we could be seeing a pretty big severe weather event happening there. Let's actually head back to the... let's actually go to the NAM model real quick. And you can see, it actually does look like this is going to become pretty strong. Especially in North Dakota here. Oh, it's showing actual line forming real quickly. Then like an hour, a huge line forms, and that could be getting pretty strong there. And North Dakota, you gotta watch out for severe weather if you're in that region, because we could be seeing a pretty strong line up there. So, yeah, most of this is gonna happen pretty late at night. So we're not gonna be able to track much of this, because we're most likely gonna end the live stream about 20 minutes, maybe a little later. But yeah, I just want to update everyone on what's currently happening. And I definitely recommend everyone checks out a Twitter account called NWS Tornado. It is the official National Weather Service. They post all their tornado warnings there, and you can get the latest tornado warning information. There's also NWS Severe Storm. Same thing, but with severe thunderstorm alerts and stuff. So definitely recommend you check out those two accounts and your local National Weather Service office if you're in the impacted regions, as those are the best places to get weather information about this currently happening. Also, if anyone doesn't have the Weather Channel app or anything, like any weather apps like AccuWeather or the Weather Channel or anything like that, definitely recommend you get one, because they have notifications that tell you when there's a weather warning for your region. So you'll get alerts when things happen, like you just say tornado warning was issued. You'll get notification on when that's issued. So recommend you get that for your own safety, because that definitely helps out a lot. I have like 50 weather apps on my phone, so I have like 20 or 30 notifications every time something's issued from me. Along with my weather radio I have that makes very loud noises at night when something's issued. So yeah, it's basically what's happening. Also, I would like to show everyone something real quick. So if you actually go to our YouTube channel, I would like to thank everyone for subscribing to the channel. As you can see right here, we have this. This number of subscribers, 178. I just want to thank everyone for helping us get to that. It's a pretty high number there, and it definitely helps us out a lot that everyone's subscribing to the channel, because yeah, it's growing real fast. I used to be at 60 subscribers a few months ago, and the channel skyrocketed with growth. I passed 100 subscribers, and yeah, I'm just overall really happy that everyone is subscribing to the channel. So yeah, thank you so much everyone for that. Now, on my website, I would like to show everyone this. So, I haven't actually updated my website graphics, so these are, I wouldn't recommend using them. If you actually are browsing my website ever and you want to see the latest graphics and want to make sure that the latest ones, you can always come over here, copy, and then push go to this website, and you can get the latest information like that. These are the official websites where I get these graphics from. And you can see, also if you push this little I button, you can see when the page is updated. So it was updated 4 days ago. So you can see when those graphics are updated. But yeah, definitely recommend you check out these websites. They have buttons, and I'm just overall trying to get the word out and making sure everyone has the latest info. So definitely recommend you do those. Same with our tropical page. We have those links everywhere so you can view all the latest information. Now on our website, what am I saying? Everything that does, the only thing that does automatically update on my website is my weather radar thing. This thing auto updates, and you can get the latest weather info and stuff. If you want to update the radar, just refresh the page. And yeah, that will always work. And you could also change it to like alerts and stuff. So it's a pretty cool app that I got on here. So yeah, let's actually head back to the radar. So yeah, as you can see, where this tornado warning was located just a little while ago, there's now a severe thunderstorm warning. And this actually goes for another hour, the severe thunderstorm warning. So pretty big here, and we also have this tornado warning right here will expire pretty shortly, If you take a look at the rotation here, you could see there's not really anything here, so I believe they're going to let that expire. Although, when we go on to the severe thunderstorm warning, it doesn't say tornado possible. So it looks like they are, the National Weather Service at least, is going to, they're not expecting this to last by any means. You're a very good meteorologist. I subbed. Yeah, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Helps us out a lot. Also, we have another, so this rotation, this severe thunderstorm warning I mentioned earlier. This one, there is actually some pretty strong winds. Isn't really much rotation though, but again, there's 3 areas here. This area, and then another area at the very bottom, right here, which could be seeing something forming there. So we have to watch out for some tornadoes possibly forming there. If we actually head back to the if we head back to this other area over here, again, still pretty strong winds, even some rotation maybe trying to form here. So definitely strong winds also, just anywhere over here. Like, we're seeing winds in the 70s to 80s. Just definitely pretty high, maybe even getting into the 90s possibly. So in those areas, you got to watch out for those strong winds. Now, there is actually a high wind warning in effect. Let's see. Yeah, right here. Everywhere in this yellow region, this is a high wind warning. So, their National Weather Service is expecting some pretty strong winds in those areas. And actually, there is also some rotation over here. So we could be seeing something trying to form over here. But yeah, that's basically what is happening. There's not much happening. This is mostly just areas of rotation and large hail. It's really the main concern. Also, we are now seeing some large hail that just came through Alexander Township here. You could see it's not that large, but yeah, it's still hail, and it could get pretty large there, maybe up to an inch, maybe. Let's actually see what the warning is saying. Yeah, up to an inch, 1.25 inch, so pretty large hail possibly that could be falling near Alexander Township here. So if you're in those areas, you gotta pay attention and definitely go indoors or under some kind of shelter. And still seeing a lot of thunderstorms in Canada here. This one has pretty large hail. What am I doing? Here we go. Yeah, this one has giant hail, right by radar indicated, so definitely pretty strong. I keep calling it strong. Pretty big threat in those regions. If we actually go to the Canadian weather alerts, and let's see. Yeah, we actually do have a severe thunderstorm warning. Down here, we have 3 severe thunderstorm warnings in effect. Let's actually take a look at the text here. So it was issued because of very strong wind gusts, nickel to ping pong sized hail, and heavy rainfall. Now, the Environment Canada actually does make one of their characteristics of severe thunderstorms as heavy rain, unlike the National Weather Service. So that's pretty interesting that they mention that as one of the main threats. But yeah, they're basically saying similar to what the National Weather Service would say, large hail possible, stuff like that. But Canada doesn't experience as much severe weather as some areas in the U.S., so their alerts, they aren't as bumped up. Like, for a severe thunderstorm to be issued, or the warning, you don't really need the winds that strong. You can get winds of like 40 kilometers per hour, which is like 30 something mile per hour. I know, I'm not a meteorologist, but yeah. But yeah, they sometimes issue those warnings for lower wind speeds than the National Weather Service would. But there's really nothing wrong with that. And actually, there is a mesoscale discussion that leaks into parts of Canada, which is interesting. I've never actually seen that before. So, mesoscale discussion in Canada, interesting. But yeah, it's mostly what's happening. Is this expired yet? Nope. This will expire in 10 minutes. Perfect. So yeah, I'm most likely going to end the stream in just 10 minutes or so. But yeah, definitely recommend you check out the National Weather Service Twitter accounts, NWS Tornado and NWS Severe Storm, for those warnings. And also check out Adrian's weather forecast on YouTube. They're actually a pretty incredible channel for weather. They do pretty similar weather videos and weather updates and stuff. So if you want similar content, definitely recommend you check out their channel and subscribe to them. They have pretty great content and a great owner there. Let's see. So yeah, that's mostly going to wrap up this video. And I will actually jump over to our current satellite because I never really got a chance to show this in this video. But yeah, over here, we're seeing a lot of those thunderstorms starting to pop up. If you actually loop the radar, or the satellite here, you can see those thunderstorms are kind of blowing up, especially over here in North Dakota. We just have to, yeah, you can see right there, they're kind of exploding. It kind of looks like a bomb or smoke from a volcano or something like that. That's what it kind of resembles there. But actually, is that a wildfire? What is that? I don't know what that is. Actually, it might be a wildfire. Yeah, it looks like over here we could be seeing a wildfire. No, it's not really related, but possibly. And also, I did actually want to bring up one more thing before I end the video. I would like to show everyone not mine, but the current excessive rainfall outlook for the U.S. And you can actually see we have a moderate risk for heavy rainfall in Mississippi over there. They are seeing a lot of very heavy rainfall. And hopefully everyone over there is not dealing with anything too bad. Now we also have a slight risk for heavy rainfall in the central U.S. here and north central. Same with the East Coast. So yeah, if you're in those areas, you got to watch out for some flash flooding. And for the person who did mention Wisconsin, we do have a marginal risk there for some flash flooding. So flash flooding possible there too. But yeah, I think I'm going to wrap up this video here. I want to thank everyone for watching, and I hope everyone found this live stream informative and useful. So yeah, if anyone does have any further comments, questions, concerns, anything like that, definitely recommend you let me know in the live chat, and I'll answer those. And I also definitely recommend you subscribe to the channel. Our weekly goal is 180 subscribers by this Sunday, so hopefully we can reach that goal. And yeah, thank you so much everyone for watching this video, and I'll just give everyone a minute to comment their questions if you have any. And also, while I wait for that, I actually would like to show everyone our latest tropical outlook, since this YouTube channel is called the Hurricane HQ. Better talk about the tropics. So we actually have 2 areas to watch in the Pacific Ocean. And you would have, if you did watch my previous tropical outlooks, you would know about this area over here. It died out, and I guess it's back now with a 40% chance of overall development. So I don't really think it's going to develop anymore, so I'm not too worried about this one. If it does develop, it won't impact lands. Although the area I'm actually worried about is this area right here. This is off the coast of Mexico, and right here, I'm pretty worried because it's going to be moving actually into Mexico eventually. It's going to be moving into the Gulf. Something like that. So, I would say anything over here, this side of the Gulf here, is at risk for something. It could head into Mexico, it could into Texas, it could hit Louisiana. Anywhere on the left of this line it could hit. So we have to actually watch out in the tropics for anything happening there. We could possibly have a tropical storm or hurricane. So most likely tomorrow we will be posting a tropical update on this region. Now, I'm not sure if I am going to do a video tomorrow, but if I do, it will be a tropical update on this region right here, which could actually have a high chance by tomorrow for development. And I most likely will update my website tomorrow also, so if anyone is wondering, I will update that for sure. So yeah, I'm going to wrap up this video. Thank you so much for watching. If anyone does have any further comments or questions, you can always message me. You can comment on this video, or you can always message me on Instagram. It's at the Hurricane HQ. I post a lot about the Northeast, as it's kind of my area there. So yeah, a lot about the Northeast I post on there, but a lot about the U.S. and tropics also. So definitely recommend you check out my Instagram, and you could always message me there. If you have any other weather comments or questions or anything like that. So yeah, thank you so much everyone for watching, and hopefully if anyone is being impacted right now, stay safe and monitor the local warnings for your area. So yeah, thank you so much everyone for watching, and have a nice day. And subscribe to